No, Max is... So this one is Max.
Yeah.
And that's Monty's. So Max is a Staffy Cross Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Monty is a Parsons Jack Russell, and they're at home and they have a dog walker.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Pepsi and Harlequin come here because they're both working.
They're working dogs.
And she's just gone mad because a magpie is teasing her. And I think it's the same magpie that is at my house.
They're so bold.
Oh God, yeah. It's like when I went to have my nails done yesterday, and she was at my friend's house. We go to her house in West Pinchbeck, and there's another bloody magpie.
Yeah, yeah.
I swear that they all like have a go at her. Right, I'm gonna undo you, otherwise you're gonna be very, very, very uncomfortable because it is so hot in here already. There we go. Get rid of that. So are you going on holiday this year?
Yeah, we're going to take my son to Shropshire in the beginning of July. But we haven't booked anything abroad because we're supposed to be moving house.
Let me just grab this, sorry. Good morning, lots and dollars. How can I help? Friday with Stefan. And what's your name, please? Okay, and what time on Friday would you like? Morning or afternoon? Yep, got half 9. Yep. That's a gentleman of pleasure. All but 2 for you, Mrs. LaBelle. And you should get an email straight away. Thank you. Yep, Mr. 2 LaBelle. Let me just double check for you. It is DONT@have.com. It's don'tHave.com. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why it's gone up with like that. So yeah, I've just realised what it says. No. It is someone, when someone registers him, they register him without an email address, so they've written don't have. Oh, okay then. Thank you. Thanks, bye. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I'm trying to read it out and it's like don't have.
Oh yes, because
Oh. Right, so Monica, how much are we taking off today?
Quite short, really.
Quite short. So taking it into your neck?
Into the neck, yeah.
So you don't want to see any of this anymore?
A little bit.
Little bit?
A little
okay.
bit, yeah, a little bit.
And round your ears, do you want it still a little bit in front? You can put your glasses on if you want.
Yeah, I'll have to put the glasses on.
That's fine.
Right. Only a small bit in front of me because it tends to flick up like that. So
we want a little bit coming down. Now, do you want it cutting across your ears or do you want it going round your ears?
Across my ears, I think.
Across your ears.
Yeah, it might be a bit severe otherwise. What do you think?
Okay. So when we do it, we take it up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you've got a flat crown.
Okay.
So it pancakes out.
Okay.
Yeah? So with here, do you want to have some height? So if you have height,
yeah,
we need to take off about that much. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So do you want that much? So when we bring it back, it's got enough to just curl on itself.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And the fringe, are we bringing that back down or are you having it all back?
It tends to fall forwards naturally.
Yeah, okay. And how short do you want your fringe?
Somewhere maybe about half an sort of up there.
Yeah.
Half an inch.
So about a finger width above your
Yeah,
eyebrows?
yeah.
And when we dry it, are we going over to one side or are we coming straight back?
It comes straight back.
Straight back.
It just does that way.
Okay, and then we have a little bit of a fringe coming back. And I'll give you some height. So
yes, I could do with some height.
on the top, we can take about that much off. So it's
Yeah.
a little bit more than what we're going to take off of the brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you happy with that?
Yeah, yes.
And if at any time, like the time I'm trimming,
Yeah.
if you want it to go shorter, we can. Or if you see something and you want it to not go so short, just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah?
So I'm getting the bulk off, I'm assuming.
Yes. You can leave your glasses on.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, because some hairdressers want it off, but can't see.
No, I can't see. Everything is really blurred.
It's a bit blurred.
Very, very blurred when I take my glasses off.
Didn't used to be like that, but the last 5 years maybe.
Yes. But I have very focals.
Yeah, I do too.
And I think over the last 5-6 years, my eyesight has got a lot worse, and I think that's down to my diabetes.
Yes.
But I have to have back of my eye photoed.
Oh yes.
And they normally say, oh, you can see after about like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
I can't see for 12 hours.
Oh God.
So my husband normally takes me.
Yeah.
I'm in my mobility scooter, but I can't see anything.
Yeah.
So it's just
That's scary.
really bright light. I can see
yeah.
shadows, but I can't. If you show me something, I can't read it. I can't see it.
Because they shine a bright light in your eye when they do it, don't they?
Yeah. And I've asked a number of times whether it's right that I can't see for about 12 hours afterwards. And it's like, some people can't see for like 24 hours.
That's dreadful.
Yeah. So I have to wear sunglasses.
Yeah.
But even with the sunglasses, I feel like I need to wear a face mask, you know, like an eye mask, because it's so bright.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't say. I have my eyes like photographs. I come home and I go straight to bed, and then I sleep for about 5-6 hours.
Yeah, it's really affected you.
Yeah.
When I went, they told me I got small cataracts in my left eye. They said it's quite unusual at my age, well, I'm 62. But they said, oh, it's because you've got thyroid trouble. I've got underactive thyroid, take meds for it.
Yeah.
But they said that it can be quite common.
Well, can you see? I've got like 2 lumps coming up here. That's where my thyroid is.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And I've got a severely underactive.
Yeah.
But then it's, when I do that, you can see it's swollen.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So I'm leaving it now, so I noticed it yesterday.
Yeah.
But my thyroid is non-existent. All the blood tests done. I'm on 175 micrograms of thyroxine.
Oh wow, that's a high dose, isn't it?
It's come down over the years. It was 325.
Yeah. It's virtually non-existent.
Yeah. And they've asked me if I've had like thyroid cancer, and it's like no.
No.
But my GP retired last year, and a new GP's taken over the practice.
Yeah.
And the first thing they've done is rung me and said, do you actually need to be on this higher thyroxine? And it was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I think we need to cut it down. I was like, okay. Can you do a blood test first? And they've done a blood test and it come back and it's like, no, we need to put you up.
Yeah.
So, but I was at a different doctor's surgery, the one where we live. I'm not going to say any names.
Wasn't bright and medical. Yes, so we were. They're dreadful.
Yeah.
They're appalling.
I know. I was 17. I just met my husband, and I couldn't stay awake.
Yeah.
I was exhausted all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they said there was nothing wrong with me. I was just lazy.
Yeah, just your age. Just
I'm 17 years old. I need to make sure that I am going out, being active, and not be so lazy. Go out to the gym. And I went, okay. And I passed out while I was driving.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd literally just passed my test. My husband was my boyfriend at the time. We wasn't even engaged, and I passed out while I was driving. He pulled over, and he took me straight to his doctors.
Yeah.
Not our doctors. And he just said, look, she's just passed out driving.
Yeah.
And they said they can't treat me unless I go to them.
Yeah.
So when I came round, I was in the doctor's surgery, and they said, look, do you want to come over? I went, yeah, okay, I'll come over, but apparently I'm just lazy. And it was Dr. Ram, actually. He was the one who done my medical for joining practice.
Yeah.
Done a blood test, and it was like, oh, we'll contact you in 3 to 5 days.
Yeah.
Just go home and rest, because it might just be because of the heat. Within 3 hours, I was called up by the doctors, like, you need to come back to the practice straight away.
Now, yeah.
Mind you, I'd had a blood test 3 weeks before. Breton had said there was nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. My thyroid level was so dangerously low, I could have died.
Mm.
So dangerously low.
Yeah, you could have been in a coma.
Yeah. Me passing out was then my body saying I needed massive help.
Yeah.
So yeah, I changed over, and that was from the age of 17.
Yeah.
And we started trying to have a child when I was 18.
Yeah.
I just kept miscarrying.
Yeah.
And apparently, if you're on thyroxine, you can't carry a child. So we didn't find that out until I lost the twins in 2008.
So you went through all that heartache?
From the first pregnancy to the last child was exactly 20 years. And our last child was born via a surrogate. Yeah. Because I was told I couldn't carry anymore. Unfortunately, our daughter died during labour. And it was when I kicked off and said, why is it always me that I can't? All these people are having babies.
It looks so easy,
And Harlequin, it's just gonna come and pet you. I was I've done 9 cycles of IVF, 7 pregnancies. And they reckon it was all down to the thyroxine.
Yeah.
Or the underactive thyroid.
Yeah.
So 20 years of trying for a baby. And now you get some of these young mums. It's like, oh, how many kids have you got? And I was like, I don't have any. What's wrong with you then?
Yeah.
And it's like, nothing. And then we went to go for adoption. And my sister's got additional needs. Yeah. And I'm not going to say the adoption, was it fostering agency? Adoption agency. They said, oh, you understand additional needs? And it's like, yeah. And straight away they said, oh yeah, we're going to put you through. You're past flying colours. You've done all this. You've done all that. Because we followed all the rules. Yeah. We've got the perfect child for you. Actually, we've got 2 children for you. One is 5 years old, the other is 8, a boy and a girl, brother and sister, and they've got Down syndrome. And it was like, I know how, and this is going to sound so harsh, it's like, I know how hard it is to have.
You know how hard it is, yes.
I said, I don't want a child with additional needs.
No.
And they said, well, because of your background, and because you know what you're doing, you know what it's like to have someone with additional needs, that's all we're going to be offering you.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And it was like, we want to foster to adopt. Yeah, you can foster to adopt, and we can place these children with you within the next 2 weeks because you've passed everything.
Oh my God.
So we went to a different agency.
Yeah.
And we fostered.
Yeah.
Then we had 2 little lads. 2 weeks before the final bit at the court.
Yeah.
We were meant to go to court on the Friday. on the Wednesday, police turned up at our door with the boys' social worker. Parents know where you are, we're moving the boys.
Oh my God.
After 2 years of going to court. And I just said to Michael, I can't do it anymore.
Can't do it anymore, that's it. No.
I can't do it anymore. I can't have my heart broken so many times.
No, you just get to the point you can't be doing it, no.
So. And then, blow me, if we didn't get a phone call, I was up in Newcastle visiting my niece. Why haven't I presented the boys? We hadn't had them for 6 months. Why haven't we presented the boys for contact? So we haven't got them. Yes, you have. We're sending police to your house. Okay, but we're not there.
Not there.
Where are you? Gave them the address. This is, we're going to send police to you now to bring the boys back to Peterborough. And it's like, I don't have them. It's like, you have got them. I said, okay, I'm going to make a police report that you've lost 2 in-care children.
Yeah.
And then another 6 months, exactly the same again. It was just like, it's not right. Right, how's that? Is that short enough?
A little bit shorter maybe there?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, we've had a brilliant time with the fostering and adoption agencies. And then we, you know, when they're asking for people to give homes to Ukraine.
Oh yes, yeah.
Well, we contacted the government and said, look, we're willing to pay for an orphan to come over.
Yeah.
And we'll give the orphan a home. And then after they've been here a while, we're looking into adopting them. We were told no.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. And it's like, why?
Why?
It's like, because they need to be with their own kind. That's what I was told. So it was like, okay.
Yeah.
So now we've got dogs.
They got dogs.
We've
much
got
easier.
dogs.
Dogs. Yeah.
They answer, especially Harlequin, she answers back so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got dogs.
There must be so many Ukrainian orphans.
There's so many Ukrainian orphans, and it was just like giving one of them a home, taking them out of the orphanage.
Yeah, because their orphanages are quite grim, aren't they?
From what we've seen, I don't know if they are like that or if it's just
media.
Yeah.
But a lot of these young Ukrainians, they're not going to go back, really, you know, because they're learning English and they're getting on here and wherever they are in the West. They're never going to go back. Well, I wouldn't if I was like 17, 18.
No, we've got some Ukrainian families who come in here.
Yeah.
Their husbands are fighting out there. Yeah. They make the decision to bring their children over here for safety.
Yeah.
One of them was actually, while I was doing her hair, she FaceTimed her dad, and he was a lovely guy. And it was like, I think it was like 12 o'clock I just started doing her hair, and then it went all the way through until 3 o'clock because she was just talking to her dad.
Yeah.
So I just left her here and I went into that chair, went into that chair. Just let them talk.
Yeah.
And the mum said that they haven't spoken in 4 months.
Yeah. You don't know what's happened over there, do you really?
No. And the dad spoke really good English.
Yeah.
Really, really good English. And he was thanking me for letting them stay there while they were doing the video call. Because where they were living, the internet was quite bad, so they didn't have a very good signal. It's like, fine, it's alright with me. How's that? Is that short enough now?
Yeah, that's fine,
Yeah? Excuse me. I'm just going to force that this time. That's a nice gentleman.
Oh, very nice, yeah.
Yes. He's actually seen my videos on YouTube.
Oh, has he really? Did
Yeah.
you watch them? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he's coming in today. That's very nice.
Yeah, this social media thing's really...
Yeah. So what I've done is, because it's quite thick here in your nape of your neck,
Yeah.
I've thinned it out slightly. Even
Yes.
though I've angled it down and tapered it,
Yeah.
it's still quite heavy.
Okay.
So I've just thinned it out slightly.
Excellent.
Now, if I remember rightly, you're okay with mousse?
Yes.
Yes. This morning I only had appointments, or when I looked this morning at 7:30. I don't know who you are. Don't answer private
No,
numbers.
no, I don't know.
So yeah, when I looked this morning at the timetable, I only had you and 2 others this morning.
Yeah.
The rest of the day was free.
Yeah.
Oh, just look, I've got like 4 spots left.
So do you run that all the time?
What?
Yeah, the video, yeah.
Yeah, so I do it in real time.
Yeah.
So however long it takes to do your hair, that's however long the video is.
Okay.
And I don't edit it.
Yeah.
All I do was just put it all on. I just put a thank you for watching and my disclaimer, just to say that everyone who's in the film or the video agrees.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just put that, and it's real time.
Mm-hmm.
You see some of the videos on there that you see like the before,
Yeah.
you see the after, and I've done some before and after little pictures and that, but some people think it's easy and it doesn't, it only takes like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
It doesn't, no.
Not if you want to have a good hair trim.
Yeah.
Now we spoke while we were shampooing your hair that you don't want tongs or straighteners through your hair.
No,
do
I
you?
don't. No, it doesn't do my hair any good. It just does its own thing anyway.
I obviously didn't want that brush today. Let me just go and get another brush. I'm bringing 2 out now, just in case I drop
Yes.
one. See, I don't, like some people, they would edit that out.
Yeah.
It happens. So
It happens, it's real life.
yeah. So I nicked my finger when I was doing a young lad's hair.
Yeah.
And he said, he's like, are you going to edit all this out? He's like, no.
No.
You put blood. And he's like, yep.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's what happens. Also makes people see that your hygiene is really good, which is good here.
Yeah. In fact, Lily's off this week. She's on annual leave.
Oh yeah.
But this is going to be what it's like when she goes on mat leave as well.
Oh yeah.
So we're not taking on anyone else.
Alright, just you.
It's just myself and Stefan.
Yeah.
That's stupid bird.
Yeah. Magpies, they won't leave them alone, will they? No.
I was watching a YouTube page last night called James.
Yes.
He's a Scottish. He's a Scottish sheep farmer.
Yes.
In Ayrshire.
Yeah.
And he was showing, or he was telling us, he didn't show it actually, of a little lamb who had been pecked by seagulls, and they'd actually, the lamb was newborn, literally hadn't got up, and it was attacked by seagulls, and it actually pecked its tongue out.
Oh my gosh.
And then another one was, I thought it was a eater, and another one has been attacked by a fox.
The seagulls are vicious, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that on the coast.
But they thought it was he thought it was a raven,
Ah.
but ravens are protected apparently. The same as magpies. I believe magpies are protected. So now in Ellington we found quite a few dead magpies.
Oh yeah.
And we reported it, and someone was poisoning them.
There are less birds around, so I'm back onto Grimshaw Woods.
Yeah.
And, you know, our feeders and that have far less people.
I told you I think we've got bushes today.
There aren't birds that there used to be, even in the last 10 years that I've been there.
Yeah, there is, oh God, there's so many less birds around.
Yeah.
I know we had some woodpeckers in Bretton Woods.
Yeah, we did.
We haven't got any now.
No, we had none this year at all.
No.
Back in onto us.
Normally we would have some come into our garden because we're in Langley, so we're right on the park. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Even the pigeons are down.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, the pigeons are really down this year. Normally we get loads. We haven't had that many squirrels either.
No, we haven't had the same amount either.
Normally we get about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But where we live, we're right on the park.
Yeah.
So we're here, and the paddling pool is there, and that's where Helpway School's being built.
Yes.
And oh my God, when they first, what's the word? When they first took down the pub, you actually saw a river of rats coming across the park, and because we're there, they just come straight over into all our gardens.
Wow.
It was like, oh my God.
Wow.
So we just, I just put loads of bait boxes down behind my sheds where the dogs can't get them.
Yeah. We had the council out once in our last home to get move rats, but it's quite a long process.
Yeah.
Because you've got to get everybody to agree not to put out bird food and food scraps.
Yeah.
That's hard to do. But some of them were like the size of, you know, small kittens. You know,
Yeah.
huge.
I mean, this one that was in my garden, I swear it was the same size as my cat.
Yeah.
Now Monty, he's a ratter. And literally, he saw this rat and he ran indoors. Now he would normally go for mice or anything like that. When we've had field mice in our sheds, he's gone in there and caught them. The rats, he didn't want nothing to do with them.
No, they won't face down a rat.
No, even though he's a Jack Russell, he still would not want one. Yeah.
So were they living under the pub's foundations then?
I think so, but it had all been overgrown because it was empty for 14 years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it had all gone to wildlife.
Yeah. I think dump stuff there as well, don't they?
Yeah. Groundworks, that's the word I was thinking of. Groundworks. I've just put David with 2 B's and 2 I's.
You know it is.
I know who it is, yeah. Right, I'm going to show you this, and I want you to tell me if you want any more off the nape.
A little bit, if that's okay.
Yeah, no problem. I'd rather go back in and trim it another 4 times rather than take too much all at once. All you need to do is take 1 millimetre off and it could be too much.
That's it.
So have you only just got that meeting today?
No, this afternoon I look after my parents as well. I've got their foot care lady coming, so I get from 2 o'clock onwards I'm embroiled over there. So I pack everything I do first thing in the morning.
Yeah. So when I take my mum to get her nails done as well, and my mum has now known Lena 20 years.
Oh, right, yeah.
I stopped going to her for a while, but then I've gone back to her. But yeah, she's so funny. We have such a lovely day. But we go to West Pinchback.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
And yeah, instead of being an hour long that you have your nails done, it takes us about 5 hours.
Oh, that's nice, you know.
It was yesterday, it was like she was doing mum's house, uploading videos to YouTube, and she goes, "It's like a desert in there." It's like, "It's your house." She says, "Yeah, it's like a desert. Someone could die of thirst here." I can get along. So it's about time as well. So we've got that sort of relationship. It's so funny.
What's West Pinchback like? I don't really know it.
Oh, it's lovely. You look out of Lena's bungalow straight onto a farmer's field.
Oh wow.
So last year and the year before they were just growing daffodils. And I said, "Oh, what are they growing this year? What are they growing this year?" And it's like, she goes, "Can you believe it? Bloody sugar beet."
Oh, sugar beet.
She goes, "What is sugar beet going to be for me?" She goes, "I can't do that." She goes, "I was hoping he was going to do potatoes this year." But no, it's sugar beet.
Remember when I first came to Peterborough, you could still smell the sugar beet.
Oh God, wasn't that awful?
Yeah, this funny burnt smell.
Oh God, I'm so glad that British Sugar's no longer here. Not in Peterborough anyway.
No.
But yeah, it was horrid, wasn't it?
It was. You get blood all over the road as well, didn't you?
Yes, and then the stench of the city.
Yeah. It's a funny burnt smell, but it wasn't a nice burn. It was like,
no, it smelled like sewers, I thought.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
Yes. But yeah, I think it was like early 90s that they...
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's when I came.
That's when they started to build Sugar Way, wasn't it?
It goes back. It's such a long way, that estate.
And just to think that was just a factory.
Yeah, and they own Bottoff Green as well. They had lots of things down there as well.
Did they?
Yeah, 'cause a friend of mine at book club, she worked for British Sugar for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she said they had lots of drying pits and all sorts of washing pits.
Oh God, it's stunning.
Yeah. Thank you.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you very much.